Here are the things that are banned in the NBA. But before we get to them, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like the video. Let's start if you're ready. Number 1. First up is the mask. As you know, there is a mask that basketball players wear when their nose is broken. But this mask is actually forbidden. It has to be one color. If you wear patterned masks, you will be penalized by the NBA. The reason for this is to prevent players from advertising through the masks. For example, some basketball players have been wearing masks with brand names on them in the past years. The NBA has taken this decision to prevent this. Number 2. Next, we have a ban that the Golden State Club has imposed on its players. And this ban is really ridiculous. If I was a basketball player, I would probably want to move to a different club. Golden State banned all their players from eating sugary foods. Of course, their goal is to prevent their players from eating unhealthy foods. But peanut butter and butter were on the ban list. Seeing this, the players started a war, and they won this war about peanut butter. Especially Steph Curry, the most successful player of the team, is very serious about peanut butter. Peanut butter is Steph's fuel.
Some of what fuels Warriors guard Stephen Curry is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Sliced bread with peanut butter and jelly, made by Chef Ronk, otherwise known as strength and conditioning coach Mike Roncarati.
2 months ago during a game at halftime, Steph was yelling back to the bench. He was like, "I'm hungry, I'm starved." So he asked that I make him something during halftime. Figured I'd put together a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for him.
Number 3. Number 3 has headbands. Yes, the NBA has banned headbands. But of course, with advertisements on them. Some basketball players use these headbands for advertising, with brand names on them. The NBA took immediate action and banned the headbands. If you wear a headband, it should only have the NBA logo on it. Number 4. Next up, the banned celebrations.
James guarded by Turner. 3.
Oh, I didn't think he was going to take it from there. And that was a likes is this side of the floor, that left side. And he needs to get a warning about that behavior. I'm sorry.
LeBron was fined $300,000 for this celebration. That's an unbelievable amount of money. Jimmy Butler made a similar gesture with a similar meaning.
With this short clock. Hand off to Strus, lets it fly. Kaboom! Max Strus to the rescue. 10 points in the quarter. Miami with its biggest lead of the game. Hand off to Strus, lets it fly. Kaboom! Max Strus to the rescue.
He was fined $50,000 for that gesture. Actually, compared to LeBron's gesture, it looks much more innocent. We'll also revisit these banned cheers in another video. I highly recommend you watch that as well. Number 5. Now we're going to continue with the ban that LeBron imposed. When LeBron played for the Cavs, he lost to Golden State in the NBA Finals, and he was watching his opponent's celebration live. LeBron blamed this defeat entirely on hoverboards. On the morning of that day, everyone showed up to the game using these skateboards. According to LeBron, they were more concentrated when they were walking in the tunnel, and these skateboards distracted the whole team. Do you think LeBron is right? We don't care if he's right or not, because LeBron somehow got those skateboards banned, and no Cavs player will be able to use them anymore. Number 6. This next ban is really interesting, and you won't believe it. NBA players are strictly forbidden to wear headphones. I'm not talking about during the game, of course, but also in the locker room and on the team bus. This is a really interesting ban, but the next one will surprise you even more. Number 7. The balls used in the NBA are specially made and checked every year. As you know, the NBA's specially made basketballs have the highest level of durability and moisture barrier. 15 years ago today, the NBA introduced a new ball and said it was much stronger than usual. And the ball was tested many times, and after passing the tests, it became mandatory for all teams to use it. But it turned out that these balls were not as good as they thought, because when the ball got wet, it slipped out of the hands of the basketball players and bounced 8% less on the floor. The NBA had to ban them.
The NBA is putting their new basketball on the rack for good. This synthetic basketball was introduced at the beginning of the season. After numerous player complaints about the ball, Commissioner David Stern decided to put the leather ball back on the court January 1st. Chicago Bulls players were surprised by the change.
I thought we would wait to the end of the season. I really thought definitely after this season it was going to be changed, but I didn't know it would happen during the season. But I guess a lot of guys were complaining about it.
I guess there's something to it. That's the guys complaining about getting cut hands. I don't know. I used to get them when I was in high school. I saw it was always just whenever it got cold, it got dry out. That's all it was. But I guess it has something to do with the ball.
The NBA introduced the microfiber ball because they thought it would be more consistent. But the only constant seemed to be player complaints about it.
You didn't agree with the ball change in the first place, and then you make us play with it for a while, and then all of a sudden now you want to change it back because you realize that it wasn't a good ball. So, I think a lot of people got used to it, got comfortable, and I don't think it was that much of an issue anymore.
Spalding, the maker of the NBA basketball, says they support any decision that improves player satisfaction. The Bulls will practice with the microfiber ball until December 31st, and then players will get a grip on the old leather in 2007. Mark Carlson, The Associated Press, Deerfield.
Size 8. Shoes are definitely one of the most banned things in the NBA. So much so that maybe 1,500 shoes have been banned since the word NBA was coined. But the most memorable was Steph Curry's banned shoe. This was an ordinary basketball shoe. The only feature was that it was different from the color of the jersey, and several colors were used together in the production process. Interestingly, the NBA banned this shoe. Number 9. Next, there's another ban imposed by LeBron, but you will be really surprised to hear about this ban. According to this ban, if you tease LeBron while watching a basketball game, you will be thrown out. In the past years, a fan who wanted LeBron's son to die was thrown out.
His master season high, and that's knocked away. James made the defensive play. He carried the ball, no question. Discontinued dribble, double dribble, carried the ball. You call it what you want. What is LeBron looking for? We got a fan. Is they're going to put them out? I don't know. Clearly, I wouldn't know what they said. They're on the other side of the court, but they're putting them out. Listen, we'd love for you to come to the games, please.
These fans were taunting LeBron during the game and kept shouting, "I hope your son dies." LeBron rightfully had them thrown off the court. And this isn't the only time LeBron has had a moment with the fans. He once kissed a fan's hand. Another time he fell on a fan. Really funny moments.
AD with a little bit of fire that time. LeBron, look out, front row. And he's talking to the patron. Hangs his head and kind of smiles and said, that wasn't good.
Another look at LeBron going into the expensive seats as he asked the patron there, "Are you okay?"
Oh my God. Imagine LeBron falling on you. Just the thought of it breaks my bones.
Woozy, not right here. It's right over the drop, right there.
So that's the end of our video. Do you know of any other bands? Write them in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like the video. See you in the next video. Goodbye.